Okay, guys, this is serious right now because I've been thinking it for a while. But here's the signs that your brother or sister is acting entitled. Number one is currently the parents. Now, if the parents actually start spoiling their child for their entire childhood, then they'll start showing signs like this. Number one is being entitled. Number two is actually hitting things. Kids, cats, siblings, parents, and much, much more, which makes it so sad for the parents. Even though it was the parents' fault, they did not think of it. Some parents are really, really bad with children. And to the people who do spoil their children, it's actually gonna have spoiled kids. And then those spoiled kids will have a man, and then they'll pass it down to their own children, and their own children will go to make the cycle actually repeats again and again and again and again. So what you need to do, if your sibling, brother or sister is showing these signs, it's an older sibling or younger sibling, here's what you need to do. First off, speak with the parents, especially if you see the first sign. This is a good thing to do. Because if the parents don't show empathy or anything what they done and say they did not do anything wrong, it's too late. But here's a twist. If you do it before they start acting spoiled, even after the parent tried to spoil the child, this is what you need to do. No, don't hit on them because you might get grounded, right? Well, that's not a good duty to do. But what you actually need to do, actually speak with the parents before the child gets spoiled. Either way, if you do speak with the parents and they say if they're not admitting that they're wrong, then it's too late for the parents. They already spoiled the child. They already did what they had to do. But if you do it before they do, no, this is what I'm going to be saying. I know this is going to be a little longer video, but I've been thinking about it for a while. And I have a spoiled sister myself. So if you guys have that, I might have to give you guys some advice. Now, speak with your parents, not aggressively, but seriously. Put boundaries. Number one, put boundaries. Say, oh, I have to do something. Don't make excuses. You may act like the child. You may act like those siblings, right? Well, that's not how it's supposed to go. But if you don't act like them, even after the child gets spoiled, well, don't give them an iPad. Even if the child is crying or mad that they want an iPad, do not give them an iPad. If the parents can accept they can't give their child an iPad, they should not have children. Because children 6 to 5 years old will mostly, spoiledly, 100% get spoiled. Because they're the easiest to target, but some older siblings get spoiled as well. So, and when they don't get what they want, they get angry. And they get spoiled and scream. So, and they also, if they do get an iPad, they may start cussing on YouTube, Roblox, and even more. So, oh, and here's a bonus one. I never actually admitted it, but if your child is so you have a spoiled child or a spoiled sibling, brother or sister. If they start wearing suggestive clothing, what their parents buy, they are spoiled. Because this year is the baddest. It's really, really terrible because most kids are getting much more spoiled in real life too. If the parents have a cat, The spoiled child may start hitting them. Or you, on the other hand, maybe you as the viewer, but, well, you may actually start trying to hurt them, right? No. That's not how it's gonna end like that. First off, you need to ask, why do you actually spoil your kid? Why do you do this? That is the two common things you need to say. If they won't admit it, ask them more and more questions until they go completely insane. But it might work. If it doesn't work, then you might be a little too late. But I'm pretty sure you guys will be okay. Just watch out for spoiled siblings, you know? Yeah, I have a spoiled sibling myself, so you guys don't have to worry about it right now. But I think, like, people can actually start getting mad. Those spoiled children, that spoiled sibling will grow up to a teenager, right? They will still act more and more spoiled as they get much, much older. But as they reach to adulthood, now this is where they get more and more bigger, right? First off, they'll start asking their parents for money. I know it's stupid, but I'm gonna say this right now. Well, here's the thing that you don't want to do with your parents. Number one is screaming at them because your child your actual sibling, brother or sister, has been spoiled. Yeah, but that's not how it's going to work like that. It does not work like that. And you likely might get a whooping afterwards. Here's a sign that your parents has been coddling your sibling. Number one is when they get hurt falsely. But if you get hurt really, really bad, they put the blood on their eyes, right? And then they'll say that, "Mommy, Daddy, they hit me." That is a common excuse. But when you say that he hit me, whatever, "Mommy, Daddy, she hit me. He hit me first. She pushed me. She hit me, or he hit me, whatever." That is not going to work because the parents may be coddling that child, even if you try to do it. So this is what you need to do. I know this is going to be really long, but I'm going to have to say it. So I'm sick and tired of people getting hurt by spoiled people. If you have a spoiled sibling, tell your mom or dad, don't give them an iPad. If they say they want to give her an iPad, or him an iPad, or whatever, then I think it might be a little too late, because you had to do it before it gets even worse. Now, I'm not saying that I hate anybody, but I just do not like spoiled siblings, okay? I have a spoiled sibling myself. So you can say I have, Wi-Fi, because can't, whatever. But, now, back to the spoiled siblings. Yeah. If they're the first time they see their child, even if you're born, right? They may look at your sibling and may start coddling that child. And you know what that means. Spoiled kid. This is the start of a spoiled kid. That is the start. How do I know this? I've been knowing spoiled people from YouTube for a very, very long time. So, if you have spoiled kids, let me ask you this. Does your sibling get mad when they have their tablets taken? Do they get mad about that? If they do, well, that is pretty bad for you. I'm sorry, but anyway, well, you get mad? Yeah. Siblings get mad too, right? Well, yes, they do get mad, probably, but what you're saying It's a really, really terrible side of the kid. You don't realize, your parents don't realize that they're acting and coddling that child for years. Even longer. If they're still alive, they will start spoiling their child, even if they're like adults right now. So, that is the signs of a spoiled kid. Well, hope you actually enjoyed this, and let me know if you want more. Okay, bye!